you were buying Facebook or Meta
Okay,
yesterday
this
into
is
the
the
earnings
double
results,
tap
right?
on this one
Why did
because
you have faith? It's
I
still
had it
down
coming for
38% this
volatility.
year, so we'll put it in
Yes,
context,
I can
but
smooth
nice
out the
move.
equation. Sometimes
I've owned Facebook
it takes
in
time. It's a
both
little
accounts
bit
that I
longer
manage
as
for a
much
long time,
as there's
and
a
I've had some
very,
big cash
very,
in.
very
You
tight
have days,
version
it really
of it.
ties into the broader market.
And
You have down
the
920
tightest
on a
version
Friday,
is a
follow
little
through on
volatile,
Monday,
but you
and then
never pull
Tuesday,
off that
and
45.
everything's getting
If you
sold.
looked at it
Tells
like
me
a
there are
stock like this,
opportunities
it would
everywhere.
go
So
in a
really, I
very
bought
tight
on the
pattern.
opening
Now,
yesterday morning,
at
saying
time
the
scales,
downside
I
is
don't
limited from
know
here.
dialed
Dangerous going
back
into earnings,
how
given our last
volatile
earnings. You know, that
those would be,
users were
but
down,
if you give it
talked
the
all these
longer
costs that people
version,
weren't
it is
expecting.
no
I thought
down.
the risk reward in a
It is
13
a nice
PE and
crisp
down so much
round
on the year,
between
it's
the
probably
button
not a
combinations
bad risk to
that the
take.
limit
So I do
has for it.
that, and thank
I would
goodness,
crack it
you know,
open
my
and I would show you
stock
as much
was
as
rewarded there.
go out a few models
Do
of
you
it. I'd show
agree,
you
though? It
the
wasn't a
quick
perfect
hard
quarter.
ones, and
Yes, we did see
it
user
requires
growth,
you
but
to,
revenues
well,
were a miss,
the slower
and it's the
versions,
slowest
the
growth we've seen
medium
from
slow
Facebook in
versions
a
don't,
while.
but when you get to the more advanced stuff, when you get to the
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect quarter at
SVW
all.
stuff, not
But
only
I think
does
what we
it
saw was that it was
phase,
bad, but not
like
as
in
bad
the
as
beginning you just
feared,
want to
and
keep
certainly
the
could have
simple
been worse.
stuff, build in a
It
matrix
did
for the
feel
real
a
hard
little
one
bit
with a
like
little
a clearing
volatile,
event
but it might be alright.
for Meta and for Facebook. You know, the
There's
macros
a few
impacting
combinations.
everyone.
Obviously, the
So
timelines to the
that's going to be
progression
there.
of
That's going
that
to
thing
linger
would be
on
really
for several
important there.
quarters. But what we also saw was
Real
that some
timelines.
of the
This
biggest
is
factors
built
that
on
weighed on
cause
them
and
last
natures of
quarter,
the algorithm.
like
Is it
the
close to
the
water and
sequential decline
gravity?
in
I
user
have no
growth and
clue.
competition from
It's
TikTok,
X and Y
as
based
well
on the
as
computer
the
output,
pressures from
not
Apple's privacy
necessarily.
initiatives. They didn't really get much better, but they didn't get worse. And
Like I
I
said,
think that's
I can
what the
give
expectations were.
I give you my stat numbers here. We give you some calculus points, but they're not exactly
and that's not what happened.
great.
So that's,
When
I think
I
that's why shares are
want
reacting
trophies
the way they are
here, I want trophies.
But you're still on neutral
I
for the
want
stock. Why?
stats.
Yeah, we're still on neutral. Again, some of those things got
Okay,
answered. I
so
think in the near
I've only
term,
played this for one
the
day.
competition from TikTok is going
I've
away.
already
Certainly
104
the risks
times.
from
I got
IDFA
all the
and Apple are
buttons.
better
I
understood, and I
mashed
think
all the buttons
that's a good
except for the
benchmark for the stock.
100,000 million clicks there.
There
The
are
last
still
one.
some real big macro
A couple
risks
of,
right now, and I think
I don't
there's still a
know,
lot of
total time
uncertainty
played.
in the macro.
It doesn't tell you
and
games.
that can really pressure shares potentially in the coming
Lifetime
months and
played
quarters.
EE
So that's something we're keeping an eye on.
We've seen that as a theme
5.454.
for Alphabet as well, which is coming back.
Supremacy,
for Snap, which is coming back. A big,
EE
big sort of sigh of
15.
relief
Like I
moment
said,
today. But
2
Barbara,
minutes
you've been
isn't
buying
long for
a lot
me
of
at
these
all
names.
with
You've
some
got
of this, or
Amazon
what
and
feels like 2
Apple after
minutes.
the close
But
today.
when you
I
get
think
it
you've been
wrong,
also nibbling there, even
it
though
actually
you've owned
takes a
these
lot
stocks for a
longer.
while.
If it's not
I
It,
have,
oh,
and I think, you know, he does
productivity
right about the
is
macro
key.
uncertainty.
It's not necessarily
So I
that
think we
rapid
have had
growth
nothing but
is
volatility since the
super
start of the
necessary
year.
here,
Every
but
month, big
the
drawdowns.
nature of
And when we had
timing
moments
to
like
what
this
that
last
needle
week,
do.
then I
You can
had.
take
But
marshmallow, you
up
can take
until
that
it's
whole
probably not
equation
over until
in a
I think
brick.
we
You can
see
be
peak
over it,
inflation
you can
numbers
be
when
under
we
it
are
on a
convinced
flat
it's
line.
coming down.
You
Because I
can
think
do
right now,
nothing and let
the
it
Fed is
just
still
hold
driving the
for
market. They
45.
have really made it clear
There's
their
a
focus
few
is
different
to
speed
tame inflation.
techniques, combination,
And, you know,
early
even though I think a lot is in the
momentum
market at this point,
that
I think until we have
will
better
do things,
visibility,
and
also
it
the
may
Ukraine
even drop a
situation
little bit.
is
Let it
not
go
helpful.
sometimes.
I think we will continue to see volatility. So these stocks could come right back, but I think that, you know, buying in here, I think you are pretty much near the lows. And a
Now, I
year
know,
out, again, if you're an investor, you look at a year out. And a lot of these
especially
companies,
these, they get
I mean, this
all
digital
the same thing here,
transformation
except
is
for
real
there's
and lasting. And I think
micro
what these earnings are showing,
or
aside from
news
Netflix, which
or
has particular
Muse,
problems in
I
terms
think
of
is what,
competition,
depending on
you
how
know, they
you
are
were
here
going
for the
about it in
duration,
here.
and they are still the leaders
To
and
me,
still doing
wave
quite well.
function, I mean, they give you some fun numbers. And there is an awesome little hard line for the, what is it, the instructions? Yeah, if you get into the instructions, it'll actually break down a few other computer equations for you, I'm sure, or other systems, which is not only just fun for the mathematical, chemistry, theoretical physics version stuff, but this is a lot of what I learned from 3B, 1B about log 10, right? There's different combinations where if you want to just try 10 logs going through it, where you're not just mashing all kinds of crazy buttons, it's this really slick, clean process with a lower volume of number taps overall, combinations of the max button, 10 series, combinations of when you change the max and 10 log can make that individual process that has a really tight internal clock or a local clock comparatively to whatever variation of the clock the equation is. T in itself, it's what you're doing and you're adjusting to it. But it shouldn't matter whatever you start with off of here, because again, it's a force multiplier, at least the way this equation has it set up. There's a few other ones. this is, like I said, I thought it was a very good one. And catch you next one.